Yo, what's up? This is the G from Force Training Academy. I'm checking in from my gym, the Corriban in Malta. I made a video last week about the real long-term progression in strength training and fitness. This is a continuation of that video because in that one I made a bold claim that it takes about 5 years to really transfer your life if you're training, and by transferring your life I mean to achieve a considerable physical level of fitness and a considerable emotional and mental level of fitness. It's just the way it is, and people have been asking me why. And there are people who claim to do it faster, people who claim to do it in 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. You can see all these posts on YouTube and Facebook. You can see all the advertisements claiming to give you, I don't know, 13-week, 17-week belly fat disappearance transformation. This is my take on it. Let me tell you how it works. And I got my information through semi-medical research. Now, I'm using words which might indicate that I'm a doctor. I'm not, and I don't pretend to be, but I couldn't find anything better than that, and you will see as I explain it why. So you've got 2 bars up here on this chart, okay? And this is basically your physical and mental well-being. You've got the bar of health and you've got a bar of illness. There is no better word for it. I try to find a different one called unfitness, because illness is not in the sense of, illness of having a cold or having a terminal illness or some serious sickness or something like this. This is more like being unfit for life on planet Earth in many ways, right? So the way this works, right, most people, how would they imagine it, is that you've got like one vertical bar up here, and then this edge is health, and this edge is illness. And then the more ill you get, the less health you got. The more healthier you get, the less ill you've got. So you've got this bar, going up and down, and then it's sort of like a continuous transition between illness and health if you look at it this way. I think it's false. I think it's not the way it goes. I think it's more like this. You've got 2 different bars, like if you would imagine it in a video game. You've got 1 bar for your health or fitness, you've got 1 bar for your illness or unfitness, right? And these are 2 attributes, basically, and these are 2 attributes basically defining how you feel on planet Earth within your body. So health would be, if everything goes well, health would be a state of a child. That strong, happy, mobile, curious, eager to learn, chatty, bubbly type of personality, right? It's just full of energy. You don't know where if you ever seen a child, we have a couple of kids running around in the gym sometimes, 7-year-olds, 5 years old. Our chiropractors, the Mediterranean Brain Center, they have a little girl. These guys are full of energy, and you wonder where they got it from. That's because they are healthy. They are full of life energy, right? That health is right at the top. They are curious, they are eager to learn, they are full of life, they are shining, they're constantly moving, they're constantly exploring, they're constantly playing, they are always up for jokes, they are always up for tricks. That's called health. As your health goes down, right, your readiness, your curiosity, your power goes down as well. It displays itself as emotional drainedness, and then mental slugginess. You become slow, you become tired, you become fuck it, and it just goes down, 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 removing energy from the system, diminishing your ability to live effectively. And when your ability is diminished to the point when you can start getting serious illnesses, then the illness unfitness just goes up, right? And listen, to the proof of this theory is that you can be completely healthy, full of energy, right, and still catch a cold. So there can be a situation when this is up to the full and you catch a cold, comes up, then your energy goes down, right, and then you heal from the cold, the energy comes back up. So these are actually two different measures. They can exist at the same time. You can be strong and healthy, but have some problem with your teeth, have some problem with your eyes, have some problem with your lungs, have a little ear infection, right? It doesn't change too much, it's just a mild discomfort. You've got that little illness going on at the moment, but otherwise you're okay up here. So that's how this 2-bar thingy works. Okay, so in order for you to feel the best, you want to keep this as high as you can and this as low as you can. Now unfortunately, most people who come here and start to train with us, this is low and this is high. Their reaction time is out of the window, their balance is all over the place, their coordination is just non-existent, their form, they have no idea how to perform basic human movements. They complain about very basic things like being able to turn up on time and being able to finish a basic workout, right? And you can just see that they low of energy, they low of life force, their health is low, and they are functionally extremely unfit, so their unfitness is high as well. Okay, so that's the basic for you to know about how the system works in this context. Now let's take a look at how you can sort these things out. Okay, so I will bring a live example without a name of a guy who came in with an ongoing groin injury. He used to run a lot and he used to be an ex-gymnast, and he, as far as he remembers, he always had problem with his right groin. Always. Anything he did, he always had problem with his right groin. When he was a competing gymnast, he got shots into that muscle so that he's not in pain, but it basically stopped him from running. Later on down the line, and on his on his right shoulder, right, he also experienced a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort. So he basically believed that he won't be able to move. His health is down here and his illness was up here, because he couldn't do the basic movements because he was in pain. He couldn't squat, he couldn't jump, he couldn't jog because his groin would flare up, and he couldn't do push-ups, pull-ups, none of that stuff, because his shoulders would flare up, and it affected the way he could work and the stuff he could do at work as well. And he owns a company running a business of several people, and it's semi-physical work, so it really affected the way he could do what he's supposed to do. Now the system I applied is this, and that's what, you know, it will give you some insight of how these quick fixes and long-term solutions work, and why I'm not saying that you can achieve quick results, but I also apply quick fixes on people. So you've got two types of approaches. You've got the quick fix, which is to reduce illness. So the quick fixes, those are little scientific tricks which help you to fix correct, balance, or work around small issues which cause this bar to go up. And you've got the long-term solutions, okay, which are designed to build this bar up. That's how it is. Now, with the quick fixes, their only purpose and sole purpose is they give you the ability to operate. Okay, so with the example of that guy, I needed to apply some quick fixes on his shoulders. So I had like a week window of trying to correct his position, his posture, put his shoulder back, and work on his scapular retraction. Work on his scapular retraction a little bit, so he can get rid of his shoulder pain coming from over-exaggerated internal rotation in the right shoulder joint. So that is a quick fix which made him able to train for his shoulders, right? Second thing, these guys give instant results. So it took about 2 or 3 sessions to get rid of the pain, and then we knew which exercises will work on the long term. We knew what we need to do for warm-up, and we knew what we need to do if those symptoms are starting to come back in the middle of a set. We will need to stop, and we will need to do these 2 or 3 exercises, what we found out that worked for that situation, to bring him back so that he can continue working on his long-term solutions. So the first step is to find a quick fix which will give you ability to operate, give you some instant results, so you can instantly feel the difference and you can start working on your long-term solutions. Now the thing with the quick fixes, these are short-term solutions. They don't last for long. So it might be that if we find 2 or 3 exercises to get rid of your shoulder pain quickly, then it only works for a day or 2, right? We bring you back to the middle. Cool, you go do your push-ups, you go 2 sets of push-ups, next day you're starting to feel your shoulder again coming back, right? The discomfort, pain is coming back. You need to do the quick fixes again to balance yourself, right? Because they give you instant results, but they only short term. They only good for the short term. And the other thing is, they are risky if they are constantly repeated. If you keep, I don't know if you can read it. If you keep repeating quick fixes, they will cause a different issue. Okay, generally diagnostic tools and correction tools, if you keep them doing and doing and doing and doing and doing over the course of a long period of time, they will cause the issues they designed to diagnose or balance. So, or unbalance, yeah. So if I have a guy with internally rotated shoulders and I start to work on his external rotation, and I just pull him into extension, train him into extension, train him into extension, train him into extension, essentially and eventually I will get into a situation where he's getting his shoulder pain back, but now he's not getting his shoulder pain back from slouching, he's getting his shoulder pain back from overextending, right? So they can be dangerous if you keep repeating them for a period of time. That means if you find a set of exercises with good for one certain issue and you settle with them and you keep doing them every day over the course of months or years, you will create a whole new set of problems which you will need to correct again. Okay, so it's just something you need to, this doesn't mean that these are good or bad, it means you need to know how they work, and this is one of their little rule that you need to follow. Now you've got the long-term solutions. The goal of them, as I said, is to build health, is to build this bar up, is to build your functional movement, is to build your strength, is to build your form, your your coordination is to develop you as a person, as an athlete, so to say, you know, as a human on planet Earth, to become more effective and stronger within your own body. That's what long-term solutions do. They do energize, right? Quick fixes don't energize. Long-term solutions energize. When you've got your training program down properly, you should feel more energized in the course of a week or in the course of 2 weeks even, if not even after 1 or 2 training sessions. But one of the surest signs that you got it right is that you feel energy. Your body is breathing, your body is vibrant, you're becoming more alive because your health is increasing, you get more energy, okay? They have slow progression. That's a thing. And that's why it takes time. They won't give you the instant results. They won't give you the big muscles in a week. They won't give you the perfect squat in a week unless, you know, you're a prodigy. Sometimes happens as well. People come down, I show them the squat, they suck at it. We correct the form, boom, perfect. That's it. They could do it. They didn't have any illness in that area and their health is quite high. They just didn't have the awareness of how to do the exercise. Now they have the knowledge, they can perform it. That happens as well, but that's one of a kind. It's not that often. Generally, long-term solutions give you slow progressions. You need to work on them and work on them and work on them and work on them until you start seeing the change. But that takes weeks or even months to happen, right? You will experience plateaus. That's one of the things. That's the third thing of them. You will get plateaus with long-term solutions because as your health bar goes up, sometimes you will encounter an issue in the illness side or the unfitness side which will cap it. That's what you see in this line. So you can see if my health bar would go up, it would hit this plateau and it wouldn't be able to move until I remove this issue here so that this one disappears and I can grow above. Right? That's what it means. That's what happened to that guy with the shoulder. His health bar couldn't go up because he couldn't train, because his groin and his shoulder was in pain. He couldn't do anything about it. So we needed to find the proper quick fix, apply it, gain ability to operate so that he can move on to the long-term solution. And we removed the first plateau so he could start to progress. Now you will see a lot of plateaus when you work on long-term solutions because all these little dysfunctional problems in your illness bar will start showing themselves as you go up and up and up and up. And I'm not just talking about, you know, muscle imbalances or joint issues or past injuries. I'm talking about mental issues, mental weaknesses more likely. I'm talking about so to say problems in your personality which you need to correct and you need to fix, which you need to work on to become stronger in the head and in the heart, to keep moving towards the harder challenges, to keep progressing, right? But they give you long-term results. They definitely give you long-term results. So that's all about this. And if you think about it this way, now you sort of have an understanding of what quick fixes do, what long-term solutions do, what is their place and purpose in your progression, and how you should apply them, and why you shouldn't buy into the 13-week belly fat program, right? Let's be optimistic and assume that it's not a lie. Probably it is a fucking lie, but let's assume it's not a lie, okay? Because not all of them are. So let's say it really works. You've got a diet plan, boom, you crack on it. You've got, you know, some hardcore shit, right? You're gonna be on, I don't know, juice diet for 5 weeks, boom. It's gonna work like hell, yeah? You remove the calories, you remove most of the proteins, it's gonna work, right? And you start exercising like an idiot, right? it's gonna work. It's a quick fix. It will give you the ability to operate, because you will feel a little bit better, you will feel a little bit thinner. Now you can do something. It will give you some instant result, because your body shape will change. You go quickly towards what you want to achieve, but it's only a short-term stuff. As soon as you stop that diet, as soon as you stop that intensity of exercises, you will gain back that weight, or most of that weight. And in most cases of these quick programs, they are so fucking intense that you're just not able to keep up with the speed they are dictating. You cannot keep up with that diet. Even the word diet suggests that it's something temporary. You cannot keep up with that lifestyle for the rest of your life, right? It's not a long-term solution. The intensity of it is extremely high. You cannot do that for an extended period of time without risking burnout, which would again reduce that health bar. So then, you basically got what you wanted. You look like that for a short amount of time, if you got what you wanted, if it wasn't a lie. But then you'll be back to ground zero. Now, I'm not saying these things are not valid. I'm saying that they are definitely not replacing the long-term solutions, which is a solid nutrition plan. Solid nutrition plan, I mean something you can live by, something you like, right? Something you can follow, something that allows you to have a little wiggle room should shit hit the fan. This Christmas time coming. If my nutrition plan doesn't allow me to eat cakes, then I'm gonna fail, because it's Christmas time, right? That's how it is. If my nutrition plan doesn't allow me to have a couple of drinks every now and then I'm gonna fail now, because it's Christmas time, right? So you're a human living on planet Earth, and you have to plan your life as such. So a solid nutrition plan, a solid exercise plan, what allows you to skip 1 or 2 days out of it, what allows you to change it when you have to travel, what allows you to skip a week when you actually have to travel and you find out that you don't have a gym to train into. What allows you to work around real life situations in a real life environment. This is a long-term solution, right? This is the basis of everything. If you don't have this, you don't have anything. If you don't have this, you can go and buy into any type of six-pack program, any type of super diet, any type of whatever you want to buy into. Go and spend your money on it. Go and buy the 10 weeks promise, the 12 weeks promise, the 3 weeks promise even. If it's not a flop, then it will give you the results you can get in 10 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever time the promise is, but then you're gonna lose them, because you don't have the long-term solution down. So the way it works, and this is the only way it works, you're gonna have the long-term solution down. You're gonna have to build your own health up, right? This is something what's ongoing 24/7 for the rest of your life. That's just the way it is. You've got to understand what you can eat and what you want to, what you like to eat. You've got to understand how you like to exercise. When do you have possibility and time to exercise? You've got to understand which roadblocks and plateaus and limitations are stopping you to build your health bar up, and you need to fix them. This is a long-term strategic approach towards your health. This is the foundation of everything. And then whenever you hit a plateau here, or you need a little bit of boost, you will go for a quick fix. You will find the right one for you. You will test it, see if it works. If it works, remember, it gives instant results, it's easy to test. If it works, then you carry it out, you go back to the basic, but you build continue to build on your foundation. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't give you the instant result or the near instant results, because it's a quick fix, it has to be quick. If it's not quick, then you skip on it, go for the next one. Now, don't mistake this with flopping between ideas and flopping between methods and changing your mind every single day, because quick fixes are on top of your foundation work. So if these things don't work, you skip them, you go for the next one, but you still carry on with your foundation every single day for the rest of your life. That will give you that little slow investment build, right, on your health and well-being. Whenever you need that boost, you've got that quick fix. Okay, hopefully it makes sense. If you like these videos, if you like me drawing on this black board in the gym, just give me a comment, ask your questions. Don't forget to subscribe to this video, hit that bell button notification thing as well, so you'll be aware whenever we post new videos. That's it, guys. If you're looking for more help, if you're looking for more information, don't hesitate to shoot us a message, ask what you want. And if you're looking for a personalized training program, if you want to be a member of this place, come down here, or if you cannot come down here, check out our website and you'll see an online membership option. You hit it, you'll get the exact same thing what everyone else does who trains here, apart from access to the physical facilities. Have fun, see you soon, good night.